unfortunately, after a few technical difficulties, I had to stop the video, but I'm back. I won't be beaten. So my name is Vanya. I will be guiding you through a heart opening sequence today. Sorry it's a little bit later than expected. So I teach hot yoga here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. So it would be lovely to see you in a hot yoga class. Now, get yourself comfortable. One foot in front of the other. Cushion to get your knees low, opening up the hips. Roll the shoulders back and just allow the palms, the hands, just to rest on top of the knees. If it feels nice, close your eyes or just gaze past your nose. So let's start with the breath. As you inhale, allow the breath to move up the body. So fill the belly with breath. Moving up to the chest, up to the collarbone. So really fill your lungs with air. Feel your ribcage expanding, feel your collarbone lifting. And as you exhale, completely release. Get rid and root down. Just going to take 3 more breaths. Last round. And allow your breath to return back to normal. So now is an opportunity, if you need to work on your breath a little bit deeper, to pause the video and work on that. But if you feel ready to start your practice, then let's go. So bring your knees together. Coming onto all fours. Plant your hands onto the mat. Press your fingertips into the mat. Then step your knees about hip width apart. Knees are directly underneath your hips. Wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Press your fingertips into the mat. Don't push your wrists into the mat. Nice straight spine. Strong core. And as you inhale, release the tummy. Belly is soft as you inhale. Exhale, round the back, bring the chin to the chest and just find your tummy muscles, find your core. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Use your breath. Inhale. And exhale. And one more round. Keep the back round, bring your chin to your chest, and as you're here we're going to lift the knees off a couple of inches, so really round the back. You're going to feel this in your thighs, in your shoulders, you're going to feel the fire building in the belly. Stay with it, one more breath, inhale. Exhale, release the knees down, and just give the wrists a little bit of a shake. And the other one. Again, plant the hands down on the mat. This time we're going to tap the toes. We're going to bring the bottom up into the air, finding a half downward facing dog. So the legs are bent, heels are up at the back. And then start to pad through 1 foot at a time, bringing movement to the body here. So maybe you can feel it in your hamstrings or your calf muscles, your toes. Maybe it's your hips. And then really make it dynamic, make your own. What do you need to do here? Maybe you're lifting up a leg and opening up the hip. Maybe you're dropping the shoulder down slightly. Make it fluid, moving forwards, backwards, bending. Until eventually you come up onto your tippy toes, releasing your heels down into your full downward facing dog. Now we're looking for a straight spine, so don't force the heels down. So if that means bending the legs and bringing the heels off, do so. So what we're not trying to do is pull the heels down and have a round back. So bring yourself back, bend the legs. If you can get the heels down, fabulous. Hollow out your tummy, engage your tummy muscles. Then coming up onto your tippy toes, bend the legs and tiptoe to the top of the mat. Allow the toes to touch, slight distance between the heels, and then with bent legs, peel yourself up one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the top of the mat, stand tall, roll the shoulder blades back. Engage the legs, so lift the arches of the feet and almost feel a spiral of energy coming up through the legs as you lift the knees, engage the thighs, engage the tummy muscles. Open up the chest, palms facing forward. Good distance between the ears and the shoulders, so we're not hunched up, strong. It's called mountain pose for a reason. So root down and lift up. Let's run through our sun salutation. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. Exhale, dive it forward with bent legs. Plant the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on shins, roll the shoulders back. Spine is straight, legs are bent. Exhale, release it down. Plant the hands, step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. And let's find plank for a moment. So again, engage the fingertips, heels push into the back of the room. Breathe. Strong core. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees. As you drop the chest and the chin, allow the arms to brush the torso. Scooping up into cobra. Arms bent, shoulders back. Exhale, all fours. Downward facing dog. Take your breath. Then on the start of your next inhale, looking forward, bend the legs, step the right foot through, step the left foot through. Halfway lift. Exhale it down. And inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale. Exhale, dive it down. Legs slightly straighten out if you can. Inhale, halfway lift. Option to allow the fingertips to brush the floor. Exhale, bend the legs, plant the hands. Just step the right foot back. Step the left foot back, either dropping the knees or releasing down, full Chaturanga Dandasana. Allow the arms to brush the torso, scooping up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your breath. And then start the next inhale, looking forward, bend the legs, just step, maybe floating to the top of the mat. Exhale, release down. And inhale, raising all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last round, inhale. Exhale it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the legs, plant the hands, step in, maybe floating. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the knee through. Ground the foot between your hands. Step that back foot out and release the knee down and bring yourself up. So we want to square the hips here. So left hip forward, right hip back. making sure you can see your toes up front. Roll the shoulders back and then bring your hands behind your back, clasp your hands together. As you do that, pull your shoulder blades together and then push yourself forward so you can't see your toes anymore. Lift yourself up and breathe. Last breath. Release. Bring your hands on your hips. Gazing past your nose to your drishti, so a little point that doesn't move, doesn't wobble. Tuck the back toes, then raise up into a crescent lunge. So come out of it, square the hips again, left hip forward, right hip back, come down. Get rid of your back bend, so engage your core. Back leg is straight and strong, and you've got a 90-degree angle up front. Bring the arms forward. Now choose. Either the arms are going to be forward, they're going to be up, or if you can bring your hands behind your ears, lift up out of it and start to take it back. So don't force this posture. Allow yourself to open naturally, slowly. Last breath. Inhale. As you exhale, release down. Plant the hands. Front foot either to the back or all the way up to take your vinyasa. More of a challenge with the leg up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale it through. Ground the foot between your hands. Wiggle that back foot back. Release the knee. Come on up. So square the hips. This time the left hip is back, the right hip is forward. Open up your chest. Bring your hands behind your back. Clasp your hands together. As you pull your shoulder blades together, you push your knee forward. Keep the chin down. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come out of it. Bring your hands on your hips. Tuck your back toes. And then come up. Come out of it. Square your hips again. Then release down. Get rid of your back bend. Engage your core. And then choose what you do with your arms. Lift up to take it back. Last breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, release the hands down, front foot to back or all the way up, and releasing into your chaturanga, your upward facing dog, and your downward facing dog. Find your roots, the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. Engage your tummy muscles. Most importantly, find your breath. Then inhale the right leg up. Exhale, knee through. Ground the foot between your hands. Now this time we're going to come straight up into a high lunge. So square your hips first of all. So bring the left hip forward, right hip back. Back leg is straight and strong. Then bring yourself up. Then bring your hands to your heart. So make sure you're secure. Again, get rid of that back bend, engage your core. And when you're settled and you're ready, open yourself up. With every exhale, take it slightly deeper. Engage your biceps, fingers spread wide. One more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, round the back, plant the hands. And this time you're just going to bump that back leg in slightly and at an angle. Straighten the front leg, square the hips, left hip forward, right hip back. And as you inhale, bring your hands on your hips and bring yourself all the way up. So make sure your hips are completely square here. Then roll your shoulders back. Keep your hands firmly on your hips. Then exhale yourself down to a tabletop position. Gazing down to your toes, either shooting the arms back or keeping the hands on the hips, up to you. Inhale up, then exhale, leading with the heart, not the head. Bring the head down. So we're not aiming to round the back and get the head on the knee. You're aiming to keep the back and the spine nice and straight with the head coming down towards the foot. Release the hands, place the fingertips on the mat. Inhale up halfway. And exhale, fold it down deeper. Inhale. And exhale. So you've got the option to stay here, working deeper into this posture, or playing with a little balance. So bringing your hands behind, press the fingertips into the mat. Lift the heel up at the back and bend the back leg. And then coming into flamingo pose, really press the fingertips into the mat. Breathe. Release down. Straighten the leg. Inhale halfway. Exhale. And bring the hands on the hips. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bend the front leg, step forward. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale it down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bend the legs, plant the hands, step in or floating. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, left leg up. Bring the knee through, ground that foot, wiggle that back foot back if you need to. Then coming up to our crescent lunge, so square the hips, left hip back, right hip forward, come on up. Bring the hands to the heart, root down, settle into this posture, and open yourself up. Use your inhale to find space. Use your exhale to take it deeper. Last breath. As you exhale, release the hands down. Bump that back leg in and to an angle. Straighten the legs, square the hips, right hip forward, left hip back. Hands on hips, bring yourself up. So really square the hips. You've got the option to place, keep the hands on the hips. Or as we come down halfway, you're going to shoot the arms out. So any lower back problems, you're going to keep your hands on your hips. Keep engaging your thighs, keep breathing into your hips. Keep gazing down to the top of your mat. One more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, release yourself down. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale, release. Keep squaring the hips. Again, option to stay where you are, or playing with flamingo pose, bringing the hands back, pressing the fingertips firmly on the mat. Heel up at the back, bend the back leg, and bring the heel up. Release that foot down, straighten up. Inhale halfway, and exhale. Inhale, hands on hips, all the way up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. exhale, bend the legs, stepping or floating into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale it up, exhale it back. Right leg up, bring the knee through, ground the foot between your hands. This time we're going to ground the back foot, so we're coming up into warrior facing 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So we're aiming to have a nice wide stance here. Roll the shoulders back, root down. So we're not reaching forward, you're centred and settled. Make sure you can see your toes, and you can lift the arch of your back foot, and your heel is the closest thing to the back of the mat. Sink down a little bit deeper, then to the palm up, inhale, and exhale it back. Inhale, reach forward, either placing the forearm on your thigh or releasing the arm down in front of your foot. Use it as an anchor to open yourself up. Swooping that back arm forward, looking at the palm of your hand. Now we're not facing down. I want you to really try and roll your heart open. Get rid of your back bend, but open up your heart. Either staying here and working on this intense side stretch, or bringing the top hand behind your back to bind. Bottom hand is going through your legs underneath your knee. Holding onto your hand, now use it to open yourself up. If you're bound, release. Inhale, look down, exhale. Then windmill the arms all the way around. Bring the heel up at the back. Front foot all the way up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, up. Taking a little twist, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, up. Then allow the foot to fall down towards the bottom. Squaring shoulders. Opening the hip, and if you want, allowing that foot to fall all the way back, coming into wild thing. Releasing the hand up, swooping the leg up, releasing it down, taking the other side. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, knee through, ground the foot, ground the back foot, settle into warrior facing 2. So again, find your roots, your feet, root down. Lift the arch of the back foot, heel is the closest thing to the back of the mat, and allow space between your ears and your shoulders so we're not hunched up, strong. Gazing past your middle finger, making sure your knee doesn't fall over your big toe, so we're not allowing that to happen. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach either forearm or floor, and swooping that arm forward and using the bottom arm as an anchor to open up the heart to the sky. Again, either staying here or finding your bind, top hand behind your back, bottom arm through your leg underneath your knee, finding your hand or your wrist, and then opening yourself up. If you're bound, release. Inhale, look down, exhale, then windmill the arms all the way around, lift the heel at the back, front foot all the way up, exhale, knee to nose, inhale up, left knee, left elbow, inhale up, left knee, right elbow, inhale up, and release the foot to the bottom, square the shoulders, either staying here or opening up into wild thing. Releasing the hand down. Leg up. Leg down. Take a breath in downward facing dog. And then exhale, drop to the knees. Release the toes. And start to walk the hands down. So taking a nice heart melting posture. Releasing down. Letting the heart melt onto the mat. Releasing the chin onto the floor. Closing the eyes if it feels good. Inhale, blink the eyes open. Press the arms into the mat. Then bring the hands back. And sit back on your heels. So we've got 3 more heart openers to go. So we're going to work on 3 different versions of camel pose. So bring yourself up, knees hip width apart. Roll the shoulders back and place your hands in your back pockets. Open yourself up, and as you exhale, push the legs forward and allow yourself to open up. Maybe that's enough for you, or maybe you'd like to drop the head back. Big breaths. To release, inhale, press your hands into your pockets, bring the chin to the chest, round the back, releasing the bottom down, palms facing up, just slump down. Let go of that back bend. Second round. So you can either repeat the first round with the hands in the pockets, or you can bring the hands down onto the ankles, either with the feet up or the feet down. But we'll start off the same way. Hands in pockets. Inhale. As you exhale, start to drop back, either staying where you are or reaching back to find your heels, your ankles, then open yourself up. To release, bring your hands in your pockets, bring your chin to your chest, and slowly bring yourself down. Again, letting go of your back bend, slumping forward slightly. Final round. So either repeating 1, 2, or bringing the hands to your heart and Jali Mudra. Pressing the thumbs into the heart. Inhale up. And then exhale, start to take it back. Keep the connection, keep the thumbs on the heart. Keep pushing the thighs forward. To release, bring the hands back. Bring the chin to the chest. And release. Bring the knees together, bring the feet together, and just melt down into child's pose, releasing the forehead down on the mat, wrapping the arms around the body. And bringing your hands by your shoulders, pressing yourself up. Coming down onto your bottom, swing the legs around. Finding Sukhasana, like position we started at. Bring your hands to your heart. Press your thumbs into the heart space. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your understanding with the video. Hopefully see you see you on your mat soon.